documents I need to prepare, when do I need to prepare them, and which deadlines do I have to meet. And so these are basically highlighted on the scholarship portal. Hey lovely people, hello and welcome to Scholarship Insight on the DJ Vlogs. It's always a pleasure seeing all of you around. Please do stay with us. And today I'm going to tell you something important, something spectacular, something interesting that is going to really open up your mind on how to get accepted into a Chinese university. What are some of the things you need to consider so you can be accepted into a Chinese university? And so do stay with us. All right, so for the first thing that you have to do so you get accepted into a Chinese university, for whatever reason, I have been in China for 5 years, and I always say that I had tried applying to Chinese universities for 3 consecutive years before finally I got what I really wanted to get, like a particular scholarship that I was looking for, so I could travel to China. And so if you are like me and then you are naive, you really want to come, how do you also get accepted into coming into a Chinese university? The first thing I always do say is that your research is very important, and that is the first thing. I know you are even on the verge of getting a scholarship, because even chancing on this video shows how keen you are, how serious you are, because you have searched to get this particular video. So that means that you are already doing some serious research about getting into a Chinese university. Please don't forget to tell me where you are watching me from. It is very essential, it is very important. And if you are watching me from China also, you can put in your suggestions and your comments and everything, so we can have a very wonderful and good time. So once you are searching, then you should be able to, first of all, the first thing, that is what you have done, research about Chinese government scholarships and how you're going to get in there. That is, if you want to apply without an agent, that is one of the things that you really have to do, and that is what you have done. And so once you do this, the second thing of getting accepted into a Chinese university is to actually apply early. It's actually to apply early, yes. One thing that becomes a challenge is that sometimes when you apply early, some of the universities are able to check early. Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes when you apply early, they're able to check early, and then when they check early, they're able to tell you some of the mistakes that you have with your application. And when it comes to processing, you might get processed early, so you know where you fall short, what documents you need to supplement. Yes, so you do not wait till the last minute. So it is a very good step if you want to really get a scholarship without applying through an agent. All these things I'm talking about is not applying through an agent. Yes, and so you have to do this, and then in your research you are going to know about which documents I need to prepare, when do I need to prepare them, and which deadlines do I have to meet. And so these are basically highlighted on the scholarship portal or the university's portal. And if you are finding it difficult to know, you can ask me, ABJ, please, how do I get them and where do I apply for these? And then I'll tell you. There have been some comments on ABJ, please tell us the step-by-step procedure, of which I've done a video to tell you this. So once you know the particular kind of scholarship that you want to apply to, the kind of document that you really need to use to apply this for this application, then you start preparing for them. In case you chance on this video, I always mention that do not be in a haste to apply for the scholarship. It is better to study the procedure very well and be able to apply and then win it at a go, rather than spending money getting documents in a haste where you know that you do not qualify. Or sometimes, because some people would actually be in a haste and get their documents at the last minute and they apply. Sometimes it works. This year there was a lady who contacted me, or even let me say last year, there was a lady who contacted me just a day to the closure, or no, 2 days to the closure of the application, and she was selected. And this year, same thing happened to another lady. So I think all the ladies are getting fortunate with that kind of stuff, but ideally it is not recommendable. I do not recommend, because I've recommended that you need to apply early so you can get the opportunity. Yes, and you have to gather all your documents from your transcripts, your certificates, your police reports, your medicals, your recommendation letter, your English proficiency letters, and all of that. You have to gather them. Now, some universities will require you to shoot a video, like I'm doing. Some people say that shoot a video and tell us about your strengths, tell us about your study plan, and all of that in the video. And so you need to know all of these things and then do them very early. Once you do them early, then it means that you are actually getting somewhere to be accepted by a Chinese university. So generally, these are some tips that I'm giving to you on how you are going to get considered for applying to Chinese university or being accepted into a Chinese university. And now, one thing that you should understand is that now the scholarships are very competitive, very, very, very competitive, as compared to some years where a lot of people were not really interested in applying to China. But now people have seen and then they know that we have to apply to China. And so it is very, very, very competitive. And once it is getting competitive year in, year out, then it means that we need to do something strategically different. Okay, so and you realize that now Chinese government scholarship and then the Chinese procedures too are also changing. Now, starting from 2017, 2018, 2019, you realize that even to 2021, realize that we had the opportunity to apply to 3 universities, even under Chinese scholarship type B. Now it's changed. You can only apply to 1 university. And so these are the dynamics that are coming into the picture. And once these dynamics are coming into the picture, it makes it very difficult for you to be able to apply to a lot of schools. So you have to know the dynamics and then apply to Chinese university scholarships as well to augment, because now getting the full chance into applying into the mainstream Chinese government scholarship is like just a slot, unless you want to apply to a type A, or you can add 2 more slots through your country. If not, then you should also know when to add Chinese university so that you can increase your chances of getting admitted into the Chinese university. But ultimately, you search early, you know the procedure, you note them down, and then you know that you are almost on the verge of winning this particular scholarship. This video is just a warm-up to other videos that I have done, and so this I just came to tell you that you really need to apply early. That is the most important thing. Research well and then make sure you gather all the documents, knowing that you meet all the requirements. And for documents and all other stuff, you can watch other videos on the BJ Vlogs. I've taken my time to explain bit by bit on the documents that you need and everything that you need to apply to a Chinese university. So until then, I would say it is bye-bye. It is Zaijie, and I love you. Please don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, share for others to enjoy what we do here, and then we'll all get interactive. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. It is Scholarship Insight on the BJ Vlogs. From the books to the flights, new worlds we explore.